There's a whole lot more coming.
The biggest unanswered question is where is the
There's
money?
a whole lot more coming.
The biggest unanswered question is where is the
There's a
money?
whole lot more coming.
Where is the money? The biggest unanswered question is where is the
There's a
money?
whole lot more coming.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Everyone, good evening. Back. Trying to sort the sound out on the day. Yeah, welcome on. Hi Simon, nice to see you on, mate. Amiga tonight. I've actually been doing up a little list of games. I want to adjust my mic a minute. Let's remove that. That's better. Right. Hopefully that should be a little bit better now, because it was, yeah, you know what it's like with me and sound. It takes me a while to get this set up, but yeah, good evening and welcome on. And tonight is a bit of Amiga. I've been wanting to do this all week, really. So I've been chatting with a mate at work about Amigas, and it's, yeah, you know, I thought, why not do an Amiga stream? It doesn't take much to convince me. Being this is one of my favourite systems, I think. I love the Commodore Amiga, as you probably know. So yeah, I've got a few games I've listed tonight. I'm just getting the list up actually now. Just bear with me a sec. Mini cheddars, oh lovely, yes. And a cider, oh mate, yeah, that's brilliant. Happy Saturday. I've actually got myself a little beverage tonight. I don't know why I do it, but I've done it again. I've got a can of some random North. It's called Heptagon. I didn't look at the percentage on it. I promise. I've just seen it 7%, so should make the stream a little bit more interesting as we go along. Happy Saturday to you, anyway. Right, without further ado, I think let's go and have a look at some games. So, yeah, this is basically a clone of my actual Amiga 600 setup I've got. Unfortunately, I'm not using my proper Amiga 600. I'd like to. I still haven't got around the problem of the scan doubler yet. So, as soon as I get that sorted out, or get some sort of scan doubler, I can capture the input straight off of my Amiga. But it does look identical to this. Exactly the same setup. I use WHD load for all of my games, but we won't go into all that at the moment. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know, we'll just choose some random stuff on here. Mate, I like the sound of your mini cheddars, to be fair. I fancy some of those now, you said that. No, it's not. I won't be doing any of that, unfortunately. But I've managed to get my keyboard set up. It's taken a while, but I'm getting there. Obviously, we've moved in about 8 months ago, so you know what it's like. It takes ages to get things set up, and you know, priorities and things. But let's have a look. What should we do? We'll do a bit of Chaos Engine to start with. We'll just do some random stuff. I won't start from the top. I'll just do random games. We'll see what pops up. But I don't know if you can see that. Sorry about the chat. The chat box seems to be on the bottom of the screen. You can see it now, obviously, but I couldn't really find anywhere else to put it, to be fair, unless I sort of compromised the game a bit. Hopefully we've got some sound on this, because if not, let us know what you think of the sound of it, because to be fair, I was using some weird setup on it, and it seems to have reverted back. It's the beauties of OBS Studio, it doesn't seem to save your settings. Yeah, thanks. Oh, thank you, Mr. Sid. Let's try making the sound a bit. How's that? How's that? Is that any better? Do you know what? I haven't got a clue now because I've just turned it down. I'm just looking at the volume meters on the screen, but is that any better? Okay, still needs to be louder. Right. Let's turn that down a bit and turn that up. Turn that up a bit more. Okay. I don't think it's going to get any louder than that, unfortunately, but yeah, it's weird how it changes settings from week to week. Different emulators. That's better. Great. Thank you very much for the sound checks. Trouble is with the Amiga, the music's quite loud on it as well, which doesn't help. I did have a setup on here a little while ago, and I had everything set just right so it would do my audio ducking for me, but it's not doing it now. Just bear with me a sec. Let's see if that makes any difference. And choose this one. One, two, three. Hello. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere now, slowly. Sorry about all this. Right, if you're all falling asleep by now, because I'd probably have. Right, okay. So yeah, it's a bit of Chaos Engine. Let's give it a shot. I'm hoping this sort of ducks my audio slightly now. Let's give this a shot then. Yeah, I had this little set up earlier and now it's all gone to pot. So I've turned the music up a little bit now, but it's still too quiet, isn't it? So thanks, Mrs. Synth Monkey. Yeah, we're both good, thanks. Yeah, very good, thanks, mate. It's been a busy week. Well, when I say been a busy week, it's not been that busy, but it's been busy at home. Oh man, the sound settings on this are doing my head in. Right. Hopefully. Okay, right. That's great. Thank you very much. I'm sorry about all this. Do you know what? It's hard getting the sound settings right when you're doing this, because the trouble is when you're emulating, each emulator is slightly different sound setup to the other. So, I did have another problem with this earlier, which I was getting some sort of weird delay off it. Seems to have resolved it a bit. Yeah, I love Chaos Engine. It's got quite a good soundtrack. Oh, you've been outside doing brickwork all day, mate. That's not good. You know what? I've been out in the garden too today. We've been doing a bit of work and doing a bit of stuff with the garden and the. I'm trying to shoot my opponent. It's not. That's what. Bugger. Yeah. Oh, cheers. Thanks. Yeah, I've been trying to do a bit of work in the garden as well today, but discovered that we need to fix our garage door quite badly. I went to open it and let's just say it nearly fell off. The actual door frame and the door. I think we've got a bit of problem with rotted wood around the frame, so yeah, that wasn't great. So yeah, we've been out doing gardening bits, down the tip, that sort of stuff, you know. So I thought, why not do some chill out now with a game and the beer, of course. It's quite a strong IPA, that. I think I'll go for something a bit lighter next time. Thanks for the sound checks, guys. I appreciate it. It's very frustrating sometimes getting that right. So it could be one week it could be quite good on one emulator. You use something different another week and it's completely different. I will go through the sound settings at some point and get it all set correctly. It's just finding time. Hey, this is a cool game. We love this. Chaos Engine. Well, the actual frame has come away from the bricks because it's an up and over door. So I'm not sure. It looks like I'm not quite sure what was holding the wooden frame on, but the wooden frame is what holds the garage door, the up and over door, onto the wall. And the whole of the wooden frame sort of rotted away from the wall. And yeah, I mean, personally, I think someone who lived there before may have reversed into the garage with their car. I think that's what's caused it. Luckily, it's not the whole lot; it's just one side of it. So yeah, I think we may have to get someone out to look at that. But with you know, if all goes well, I've got some plans for the garage. Let's just try that CPU opponent. Let's try and do this properly now. Anyway, welcome on if you've just joined. Yeah, doing a bit of Amiga tonight. As you know, I've got a few games listed up my sleeve, but if there's anything you want to see, give me a shout. Even some demos, if you want to see some demos, I'll have a look and see if I've got them. Some of the Amiga demos were amazing. Yeah, that's probably all I need, mate. I think I'm not sure. I think I might need a new frame. Yeah, I do need new wood though. The wood is quite badly rotted. I think that's probably the main problem. But I think where someone's probably reversed into the garage door, because there's a dent in the actual door. I think it's sort of come away. It's alright. It's a job that's on the snagging list. Damien, good evening, mate. Nice to see you on. Welcome. We've started with a bit of Chaos Engine. After I've just been messing around with the sound for the last 10 minutes or so. I think we're slowly getting somewhere now. I actually love this game. It's quite addictive. A lot of the top-down games were, yeah, they were great fun, weren't they? Another one was Alien Breed, wasn't it? Alien Breed. I can't remember what the second one was. Alien Breed Tower Assault or something. That was a very cool game. Bit top-down sort of style like this, really. Bollocks. Right, okay, I'll start again. Great music in this. Love the soundtrack. Yeah, definitely a great soundtrack. This dude looks like he's, yeah. Need some keys. Bollocks. I didn't say I was any good at the games though, by the way. I just thought I'd show you them. Basically, I'm showing you how not to play them. Just so you know, it's kind of a disclaimer really. Yeah, so I hope you're all having a nice day. Weather's not been too bad today either, has it? Oh, keys. Give me the coins, you bugger. Shite. Oh man, I tell you what, it's quite hard, isn't it, that one? Yeah, do you know what? That's great. I'm glad it's sunny next week because I'm not working. So that's good to know. Sorry, I didn't mean to wind anyone up or rub it in, but yeah, managed to get a bit of time off. So I think we're going to switch. We'll switch. So I'm going to try something I was talking to a mate of mine at work about, Damien. Let's do a bit of pushover, mate. Let's see what this is like. I have been practicing a bit. Yeah, I'm not buying this one again. I say that about every one I buy. That one's... It's a weird IPA, this one. Oh, keeps me awake anyway. Anyway, pushover. Do you remember this, anyone? I know, Damien, you do. I'm not sure about you, Simon. Have you ever played this? Basically, it was when Quavers first came out. Well, not first came out. It was... I think it was when Smith's Crisps owned Quavers. It was part of the cartoon pack, I think, on the Amiga. I can't... Maybe I'm wrong. It was one of the bundles. Decent little soundtrack. So the trigger one's the end one here, so... So that's the basic idea. You've got to... there's lots of different types of domino, or I suppose they're dominoes. It's a very addictive game, this is actually. I sat on it the other night. I just, well, I needed some practice anyway, but let's just move that there. Let's push that there. Yeah, it's one of those sort of little games you could just sit there. You could play it for hours. I do believe you can download this. I think it's on iOS and Android. Now, I know one of these is... I'm not sure what this one does. I forgot. This is only level 3 and I'm stuck already. I've forgotten what I'm doing on this one. No, I don't think that was meant to do that, was I? Okay, let's try again. I didn't have to do that, did I? But there we go. Right. So that's my trigger block. I need that one to... if I move that and put it here, maybe. Something to do with that red one. I need to move this one. Well, we do love Amiga. I think... right. So what I need to do, I bet you're all screaming at the screen at the moment saying, this is what you need to do. But I'm going to swap that around. I wonder. There we go. That's all I needed to do. It kind of reminds me of Lemmings in a way, doesn't it? You know, where you've got to choose the different types of lemming to do the different jobs. Oh, it is such an addictive little game, this, isn't it? You know? Okay, I think one of these... There we go. It's a good job. I was just guessing some of these. I think some of them are happy accidents. Ah, crap. Okay, right. Oh, shit. Right, okay, let's try it again. We'll try again, I think. I can't put that one down anywhere else. Let's try that. Aha! Look at that. Bonus! Okay, so that's my trigger one at the end there, so... Might need to move this bugger. No, wrong. Oh, it goes here as well. I didn't see these ones over here. That might explain it. Oh, whoops. Okay, what's this one? I'm not sure what this block does. I think it's a bridge. Not sure now. Right. Yeah, that ain't working, is it? Okay. Let's go and have a look at the list, because we don't want to be stuck on this game all night otherwise and everyone will fall asleep. So, with that in mind, I think I want to try a bit of Lemmings. I might have to reboot for this though. Well, Lemmings was kind of a bit of a similar sort of thing. Well, as in the puzzle side of things, because you had different... am I explaining Lemmings? Surely you all know what Lemmings is. If you don't, I'm going to show you. I did speed up the emulation on this a bit earlier, and I don't know, it didn't like it. Some of the games got a bit funny with it, so it's kind of a bit more true to the speed that I've got mine set to. It seems to work. So let's go to here. I did save a few on the list here for today. Psygnosis, such a great company as well. Oh, we love a bit of Lemmings. Can't beat Lemmings. Cool intro. Now, I think it had the similar intro on the Acorn Archimedes as well. I'll start with fun because it's easy, and if you've never seen it, then I'll show you. Sorry about that. Let's turn that off. Alright, here we go. It's pretty simple. That's it. Whoops. So basically they all come out of there and they've got to get in there. It's probably just a bit easy though, isn't it, this level? Right, sorry about that. Yes. So basically, that's all you got to do, really. Lemmings. There's so many different levels, different puzzles, different times, different. So now we've got floaters. So with this one, I think the idea was just to get you used to the different things. I think I remember spending hours and hours and hours playing this once. I mean, yeah, I think we all have at some stage, haven't we? Some of the Amiga games like this, these were just sort of, you could just sort of lose yourself for a few hours on here. And the good thing was, if you didn't need to save the games back then, so they gave you a password, so you could access the levels again. Now, of course, they used to publish these passwords in the magazines. It's a bit cheaty, really. Great music on this game, though. Equally as good on the ST, I think, Simon. Atari ST was such a great machine. The best bit about it was nuking them all at the end. I think I probably need to give myself more of a challenge, though, I think. What do you reckon? Got a funny feeling I only need to rescue about sort of 20% on this. Gets a bit painful after a while, though, doesn't it? I think I've got enough now. Let's nuke the rest of them. It's still got a bit of a delay on the sound there. I'm not quite sure what's causing that, but I thought I fixed that earlier today, but it has come back again. So yeah, I need 100% on this one. So you get the gist of it, really. But yeah, I think we've all had lemmings at some stage. Whoop, wrong one. Oh, you twat. And after all those years, I still forgot to play it. How to play it. Great music. I've got them all in the end, that's fine. That's a relief. I was thinking I don't really want to do all that again. That was some of the bit of the frustrations from that. Yeah, some of the soundtracks were quite cool. Let's do a bit of bashing. So, what were some of your favourite games on the Amiga? I mean, I made a list of some of mine, but... damn it. They're all going where they want to go now. Let's just do that. Yeah, the ST was a great little computer, wasn't it? Atari ST. Lombard Rally. Yes, Simon. Oh, yes, I should know that by now. We know all about Lombard Rally. Oh, mate, Dune 2. Now you're talking. Dune and Dune 2. Do you know what Dune is? The original Dune. I really like that. And I had that on the PC. What a game. Yes. I don't think I ever played Dune 2 on here though, so I'm going to try that. Cool music. Yeah, they did come up with some pretty decent soundtracks for this game. I think that's what made it as well. Some of the graphics were quite colourful too. Sound effects, graphics. But I still think the Amiga has the best version of this game. Better music, better graphics. Although the Acorn Archimedes came pretty close to this. I'd say it's a close second. Yeah, Dune 2 Lombard Rally. Oh, I used to love Lombard Rally actually. That was good fun. Dune 2. Now, Dune 1. Such a great game. A strategy sort of adventure. Obviously, if you've watched the movies as well or read the books, you know about the story of Dune. Oh, damn it. Come on, lemmings. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend a day with this tomorrow with the sound. I really want to get the sound settings just right on this. I had it set just right, but I think I've changed something today. I think it might be a sound source, and it's what it's done. It's erased all my settings. Never mind, it's working okay at the moment. If I remember rightly, this had a weird soundtrack. This one, it was kind of. I used to think it was pretty clever. It's kind of like How Much Is That Doggy in the Window. It's just kind of one of those songs that will get on your nerves, if you know what I mean. That's it, really. So you've got all this level. It's a bit deceiving. Recovery. Probably does need a recovery. I think I need a recovery, Simon. Need to download a DCM for that, though. Oh, that's better. There's a bit of a headache, isn't it? Let's blow you up. Okay, so yeah, we've got a bit of lemmings there. Let's go on to something different. So, I've listed a few things here. These are some of my favourites. I wanted to show this off actually, Odyssey. This is kind of a weird game. I'm still not completely sure how to play it yet. I started looking at this the other day. I've looked at it before in the past, and it's weird. It's one of the later games on the Amiga. So it's kind of platform puzzle, I'd say, action, that sort of thing. If it works. That's if it works, of course. Hopefully. Oh, there we go. So you see, you start off with this map, and you've got different islands to go to. Now, depending on what you do on what island, lets you do something else on another island. Island of the ground crystal. I think maybe I need to start here. Now, what I liked about this game was the animations were brilliant on it. That's if it works, of course. It doesn't appear to be working very well, does it? Great. Oh, the joys of emulation, eh? Okay, that's not working. Let's give it one more try. Let's just... So yes, I am using my actual setup here, so maybe I could give it a bit more RAM, because I can do that on the emulator. But I was trying to run it as my Amiga is set up at home, so... I love Workbench is great. Even Workbench 3.1, which is... I had to get this to work on my A600. I had to change the Kickstart ROM. So I bought a new Kickstart ROM for it, which enables you to use the later version of Workbench. There's lots of other different features you can do as well. So you can use the... it helps you use the Furia. So I've got a Furia FPGA, which fits over the 68,000. But it also gives you the 020. So it's a 68,000 020 processor, which is making it a little bit quicker. Obviously the Amiga 1200 was an 030, I think. So let's go back. Let's try Odyssey again. If it doesn't work, we'll move on to something else. I might try Dune 2 actually. Do you know what? It's actually I hope you don't mind the fan that's running in the background here. It's a bit noisy, but without it, it's bloody hot in here. Let's try this island first. I don't think there's a lot you can do on this island. Now, I think there's a setting that's not quite right on here, you know. Let me see. Doesn't like that. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. It's not happy. Okay, we're going to have to quit that one. Let's go back to something else. I think we should try a bit of Fury of the Furies. Fury of the Furries. That's right, I get it wrong. Fury of the Furries. That's the one. So this is... you can use floppy images, ADF files. This is slightly quicker. It saves all the disk swapping. Okay, so we're little furry buggers. Love it. Has anyone played this before? I think we'll go past the... We'll skip the intro a minute. I just want to get to the game now. Oh, 50 or 60. I think let's just go for standard PAL. Hopefully it's been cracked. Oh, that's a bit of luck. Nice soundtrack. Love the soundtrack. Yes. I wish we had games like this at school. I think all we had at school, primary school, we had BBC. We had the BBC Acorn. No, we didn't have the Acorn. We had BBC Model Bs, 8-bit. Yeah, we didn't have a lot of choice at primary school, really. But I think once we got to secondary school, we had the Acorn Archimedes, which was very similar to the Amiga. In Britain, that is, we have the... a lot of the schools had that during the 90s. I recommend anyone who hasn't watched a series, there's a mini-series on BBC, I think. It's called Micromen. I highly recommend watching it. It's basically explains basically where the schools fighting, or not the schools fighting, the different computer companies fighting to get into the schools. How the hell am I supposed to do this? Hang on a minute. Aha. This is quite... No idea where I'm going. I guess you need to collect so many coins before you can exit. Oh no, I've just exited anyway. Some sort of teleporter, I think. I'm guessing. Maybe I should have gone in the teleporter. Oh no! Oh dear. Oh crap. Yeah, it's a bit toe jamming early, I suppose. I've never played this before. This is completely new to me. I may have seen it a long time ago, but... Oh no. That's the only trouble with some of the games on the Amiga, it's up for jump. I mean, that's how it was meant to be. What, right? Yeah. We used to play these with quick shot joysticks. I knew they were going to do that. Quite a fun little game. Oh, okay, I'm a different colour now. Am I different? A different furry. What the hell? Okay, they all do different things. I've got this now, I think. Whoa. I've changed colour. What the... Okay, I'm not quite sure what's going on here now. This is weird. I'm changing into some weird... Whoop. What's going on? Okay, I need to be the red dude. Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe I'm just being very stupid. Okay, I am. But definitely. Like I said, I was just showing you how not to play these games, you see. That's the safest answer. I see what I'm doing now. I can go between that colour or that colour. Oh, I got you now. Thanks, Simon. Ah, right. I guess they have different powers. This dude maybe jumps a bit higher. Bugger. Shit. Okay. When I figure out what the actual goal of the game is... Oh shit, no. Whoops. I think this could be my last life. Yeah, I think we might be going on to the next game in a minute. Okay. We're getting further this time than I did last time. I've just discovered that there's water. Yeah, you're right. Next game. Let's do something a bit more... I think we'll do a bit of Lotus. Just do a bit more faster paced, isn't it? That wasn't a rage quit, by the way. I was just quitting because it was doing my head in. I expect it was doing yours in as well, so... Right. There we go. Anyway, welcome. Yeah, Shadow, awesome game. Love Shadow. Might do a bit of that next, actually. Shadow of the Beast, I'm guessing that's what you're referring to. Shadow of the Beast, definitely one of my favourites. Right, let's give this a shot. This has an epic soundtrack. I'm not sure. I think it was, you know. I think Lotus 2 was actually better than Lotus 3. Lotus 3 was okay. Let's just do that. Did have good soundtrack though. That's one thing I'd say about this game. Oh wow, okay. Well, I hope this brings back a few memories for you tonight anyway. Welcome on anyway, nice to have you on. Oh, was it? Right, I'll tell you what, we'll have a look for Road Rash. I know it was on the Mega Drive, so... Oh, it wasn't on the it wasn't on the Amiga, sorry. No, Road Rash was on Amiga. No, I didn't think it was, but... It's definitely Mega Drive. I think this is one of those games where you could sort of leave it. I know if you just press the... If I could just sit here and press the accelerator and it steers itself. Sit back and relax. I've got a funny feeling. There we go, look. I'm out of time anyway, but... Yeah, it wasn't as much of a challenge as the second one, I don't think. Lotus 2 was slightly better. It had a bit more... the gameplay was slightly better, I think. What do you reckon? Let's go on to Lotus 2 because... yeah, Lotus 3, I know it's not too bad, but it's easy. I think it's too easy sometimes. I think it was accidentally too easy. You don't, do you, mate? Bloody hell. You just stick your foot down and lean into the gutters. Let it steer itself. I like it. That's better. Yeah, I mean, there's cons and pros to it, I think. The thing is, I started off with Lotus 2, so I suppose that's why I like it. But yeah, Lotus 3 had awesome music as well. Yeah, the checkpoint thing is... Oh, I've decided to select manual. I didn't realise that I've just done that. Let's give the game a bit more of a challenge, shall we? Oh yeah, do you know what? XJ220. Now that's a game. That's actually a very cool game on the Amiga. We were talking about Lombard Rally as well. I mean, that was fun, but I think Jaguar XJ220. Yeah, that was. I haven't played that one for years either. I had this on the Mega Drive. It had some really nasty sort of sampled sound in some of it, but checkpoint. Although the graphics on this were pretty good. Yeah, do you know what? I had this on the Mega Drive, obviously with the box. It came with a great big manual in the box as well. Not the same as the Amiga version, obviously. Big box games on the Amiga were great. There's something about having that big box with all the stuff inside it and the floppy disks and everything. Yeah, I'd much rather have an Amiga than the Mega Drive, really, but that's all I had really back then. Probably going to get done for driving in the middle lane in a minute. You know what the police are like round here. Damn it. Who put that log in the road? Oh, I'm out of time. Now you've just... Now you mentioned Jaguar XJ220, I think we need to take a quick look at that. That wasn't on the list tonight, but I want to have a look at it. Okay, we're going to have to reboot. Didn't like that. Sometimes you can quit with F10, sometimes you can't. It's probably a different button. So yeah, I am using an emulator, unfortunately, but this is an absolute clone of my Amiga 600 setup. When I get around the scan doubler thing issue, I can output to 30 kilohertz and capture it on my capture card, but until then I've got to play around with it a bit longer. So let's have a look at Jaguar XJ220. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to buy this IPA again. No. It's a strong one, that one. What's it called? Heptagon by North. 7%. One for the avoid list, I reckon. Here we go. Let's just try the original one first and see what happens. Do you know what? I did exactly the same when I got my Amiga. I used the controllers from the Mega Drive onto my Amiga. It did work, luckily. But I didn't get my Amiga till a lot later on, unfortunately. But I got the Amiga probably in the late 90s, early 2000. It was well after the Commodore had gone bust, unfortunately. I think it's going to put a bit more than that. Yeah. It certainly has put some hairs on my chest, that's for sure. Oh, Street Fighter, yes. You needed a control pad for Street Fighter, actually, on the Amiga. I mean, I used to have a... my Amiga 600 came with a quick shot. Just a quick shot joystick. You know, click, 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 click. Nice joystick, but everything was up for jump, up for forward, you know, it's nice having a control pad sometimes. Ah, good stuff. It's got to be done. It's Saturday night, so cheers. Hopefully it's just been cracked. Yeah, that's lucky. Definitely automatic. No, I don't want to do that. That's better. I could choose a soundtrack. So this is very Lotusy, wasn't it? I think maybe I'll choose. Did I just choose a soundtrack or just not? I'm not sure what I've done now. Anyway, let's have a go. We're in England. We're at home. It's going to work. Hopefully it's loading. Oh, listen to that. Sounds like a V8. It's supposed to be a V12, I think. I don't know if there's a DAB station on it. This was actually quite a good game though. And it's a good game when you know how to, when you remember to steer. The trouble is, I'm looking at the other screen, looking at the chat as well. So I forget to steer, which is kind of important, really, isn't it, when you're trying to drive? Shit, I'm just hitting all the signs here. This car must be wrecked by now. Oh, I love the Amiga 500. Do you know what? Yeah, awesome machine. The Kickstart 1.3 was good as well. It was very compatible with a lot of stuff. The the Amiga 500 was a great machine. Actually, I was talking to a mate of mine at work the other day about this. The Amiga 500 Plus kind of was the in between the. I suppose it was based on the Amiga 600 technology, and obviously had a keypad on it. It was an Amiga 500 still case. It was like an upgrade, and I think they used Kickstart 2.0 on some of them, some of the later ones anyway. The only problem is if you find one of those now, if you do find one in a car boot cell, take it apart and take the battery out quick. If it hasn't already been done, just rescue it, because they had a real time clock battery soldered into the motherboard, and the batteries used to leak acid all over the board. The Amiga 500 didn't, funny enough. It was kind of in a sense it was basic, so you could add all these things onto it if you wanted, I believe. But the Amiga 500 was the first Amiga that I ever actually used. It was a mate of mine had one. when I was at school, and he had an Amiga 500. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, that's right. The Plus had the ECS chipset on it, if I believe. Onboard battery was sadly it's ruined a lot of them. They soldered them to the board, and a lot of people just sort of put them to one side, left them in their attics for years, and the batteries have just leaked acid all over the motherboards. Sadly, sometimes you're lucky you can rescue them, but yeah, I think the 500 Plus had the ECS chipset. Obviously, the Amiga 500 with the 1.3 kickstart had the OCS, which is the original chipset. I think that's what the O stands for. The ECS was extended chipset. Yes, that's right. Yeah, a lot of the 500s had the expansion RAM and the trapdoor RAM, and some of them had a real time clock coin cell battery on them as well, which was good because it wasn't actually attached to the main board, so you could sort of unplug it. And coin cells aren't quite as bad as the barrel batteries they used to use, the NiCad things or whatever they were. I think they were just alkaline. They weren't NiCad, they were alkaline batteries. They were shite. These big Vartar batteries they used to have in there. I'm really picking up some speed in this thing now. Could do with I'm a bit behind, unfortunately. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's right, the old Vartar batteries. They were shite, yes. Yeah, it's a shame. There's a lot of 500s out there, 500 pluses out there that have been wrecked. But if you can get your hands on a 1200 now, the Amiga 1200 is a great machine. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do with that at the moment. I mean, same with the 600. I know a lot of people don't like the 600. They didn't when it came out, but personally, I have a 600 and I love it. I missed that. GMG mag signs. I've missed that. Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yes. Bloody hell, yeah. Forgot about that. Oh well, I came 5th, so I didn't do very well then. Okay, right. Oh, look at that. I didn't even get onto the podium. Terrible. Okay, on to the next then. Let's go back to my favourites. So, what have we done? I think... Let's try a bit of Shadow, shall we? Shadow the Beast 1. You can't beat the first one. Epic music in all of the Shadow games, I think. Okay. Love the music on this, it's amazing. Trying to get the sound levels correct now, so I did turn it up a bit, obviously. It sounds awesome, doesn't it? See, the Shadow of the Beast 2 had a cool intro. It was kind of like the cinematic. With the baby screaming and crying and everything, the lady screaming, and Beast comes down, swoops the baby away. Love the parallax scrolling too on this. Yeah, it's a great game. Now, whenever I play this, I'm like, do I go left or do I go right? I suppose it doesn't matter. It's just different things to do different ways. I'm not going to go in there yet. Bastard. Seen a few people late at night looking like this. Out in the streets. Oh, crap. Bang, bang, bang. Just gonna leg it. That's it. I don't think I'm doing very well. I love the graphics in this. Come on, weird looking hedgehog dude. Oh, you arse. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't count how many great games there were on the Amiga. There's so many. Literally. Yeah, it didn't last very long though. There we go. Okay. That's it. I think you have to sort of wait for the sequence to stop. Here we go. Let's have another bash it, but we'll go the other way this time. As the mist clears, the eerie image of a forest forms in front of you. To the east, a vast plain extends towards the horizon. There's loads of smog, because there's so many taxis running with diesel. Let's go this way. Nothing wrong with diesel, by the way. Ah, shit. Missed. There you go. That is seriously creaky door. Someone needs to put a bit of oil on that. Inside, a winding staircase descends into darkness. Pausing for a while, you allow your eyes to adjust. It's bloody dark in here. Where's the friggin' light switch? Let's kill the strange looking hornet thing. Okay. Slightly demented grasshoppers. This reminds me of Bournemouth train station, Simon. Oh dear. Whoops. I don't think it has spikes at the bottom though. That's one thing I can certain. I don't know, it might have. Bugger. Okay, I think we're going to... let's try something different. I'm going to reset because it won't reset. So I want to try... I want to try Dune 2. Damien, I want to try Dune 2 because I haven't seen it yet. I've seen Dune 1. I just want to give it a try, see what it looks like. If I'm no good at it, then I apologise, but we'll have a go. Yes, sorry, mate. Outrun was. I've just seen your message. Outrun was. It was okay, actually. Yeah. I don't know if the port was that good on the Amiga. I think the Mega Drive did a better version. Yeah, I do remember Outrun on the Amiga. Dune 2. Whew. Actually, that'd be better in the morning instead of coffee. That stuff. Jesus Christ. Actually, no, I'm only joking. I wouldn't dare drink this in the morning. Tropical flavours. It's definitely not tropical. Right, English. Now, I remember the original one had a really good soundtrack, so let's see what this is about. The Westwood Studios did some great games, didn't they? Along with Delphine, Virgin obviously did a few good ones. I mean, Delphine Software came up with Flashback. Flashback was a great game. Another World. Yeah, it could be one of my favourite days, Simon. Just wondering whether it did actually have a soundtrack then for a minute. Cool intros. I remember I had the original Dune on PC. Not CD, it was floppy disk. The graphics were actually very good on the PC. I think it slightly had a slight edge over the Amiga, but obviously the sound wasn't quite as good. Although the PC did do a good job of the sound on Dune on the PC. FM did sound pretty good on that. It's quite a cool intro actually. This reminds me of one of the demos that I've seen on here. Okay, let's give this a shot then. So, play a game, I guess. Tradies, it's got to be, isn't it? Unless I go for Harkonnen. House of Tradies. Actually, this looks like a game I might have to sit down and play for quite a few hours, I think. It does actually look very cool. Of course, I do want to join. Hello, Cyril. I need to produce 1,000 credits. Let's harvest some spice. Proceed. Yeah, go on then. Come on then. See, strategy games are quite cool.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
when you got so I need to build.
Construction complete. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Okay, so this is going to be one of those games I might have to read up a little bit about before I play it. It may not be great for the stream, but it certainly looks like it might be good for. I'd sit down for a few hours and play it, if you know what I mean.
Acknowledged.
Ah, okay.
Enemy unit approaching.
Guessing I'm getting attacked by some sort of worm thing. Oh dear. Well, I'm losing already. I've only just started. Yes. Do you know what? This is probably a very, very cool game, but I think for the sake of the stream, I think we'll give it a miss. Just because it's a bit time consuming. So yes, I think we'll give that a miss. But yeah, it does look like a very cool game, Damien. I'm gonna try it when I've got a bit more time. I'll just learn how to play it, I think. What was I going to do? I think it's not on the list. Let's go off the list a bit. We all like a bit of flashback, don't we? This is one of my favourite games, I think. Yeah, Damien, I'll give that a look at Dune 2 because it does look very good. Dune 1 was more of a, I'd say it was more of a click and point and click sort of adventure type. It was strategy as well, but not quite. Yeah, flashback. Yes, I love flashback. Also, if you turn the mic back on, I don't know what happened there. Just the intro just cut short. But anyway, we'll play the game. Need to go and get my holocube. Yes, I've picked up the holocube. What I liked about this game is you could play this with a Mega Drive control pad. Obviously you haven't got the same cheat as you've got on the Mega Drive where you could walk through the walls. I don't cheat. Finally got him. Just got to try and remember how to do a long run jump. There we go. So the graphics were absolutely awesome. The animations were great in this. And I believe they used a technique known as rotoscoping for the graphics. It's where they got a real person, they rigged up a load of sensors onto the real person, they did all these actions and they captured the actual movements, and it was the first time I think it was implemented into a game. Correct me if I'm wrong though. Okay, I need to get the stone, I think. Trying to remember what key was my there we go. Damn it. Missed the sensor. Okay. There's another robot over here. Oh yes, there is. There we are. Gonna have to go from this way now, I think. Right. Take this. Smack right on the head. I've got a remake of this, which I got through Steam on the PC. Now, the graphics are good. I don't think you can beat the original gameplay. There's something about the gameplay on this version. It's much better. I'll take that stone because I'm going to lob that at someone's head in a minute down there. I think I can use it to distract this dude. Interesting. I fired it, shot him in the back, and he shot the other way. I think that was a bit of a mistake. Let's take my trusty stone. Not run into the incinerator. Charge up my my cartridge. Yes, there we go. One cartridge fully charged. So it was kind of like a platform puzzle action. It was everything really. Flashback. Great sound effects, great graphics. I mean, it was just, this game when it first came out was epic. So there's definite nostalgia feeling playing this. Wounded man, help me. I need my... Yeah, it wants me teleporter. Actually, did he just give me his ID? Holocube. Oh no, he's going to give me a teleporter if I give him his ID badge. But he's wounded, so he can't get it. So, let's put my cartridge in. That was a bit close. Yeah, I can't say for certain how many times I've played this game, but I have played it a lot. That's right, I need to get the stone, chuck it on the sensor. There we go. So let's get that dude his teleporter so he can give me his ID badge so I can get through the gate below. What I should have learnt is how to use the teleporter, then I wouldn't have needed it. I could just teleport. Cut out all that bit of the game. But that's cheating. Oh, crap. Bollocks. Okay. On that note, I think one more game and we'll call it a night. So, I'm going to just do one more. Let's have a look. What should we do? Obviously, I've got to reset again. Sometimes you have to do that. It's not too bad. I think we'll finish off with a bit of Turrican 2, because Turrican 2, I have to admit, is one of my favourites. Yeah, can't beat a bit of Turrican. Mainly the music. Chris Hulsbeck did the music for Turrican. Really good soundtrack. So we'll finish off on a bit of Turrican. It's not even in my favourites. I thought it was. It can't have been that favourite. That's because I forgot to add it to the list. There we go. What I did, the favourites, there were supposed to be a list of games I was going to go through on the stream tonight. Obviously, I haven't got time to go through the whole lot, but that's cool. So I can do another stream, another game, another day. Another game, another day. Oh yes, the Turrican. Great track. Love the animation in this. Love the music. Damn waspy things. Nice. See, I quite like Turrican 3, but I think Turrican 2 is probably my favourite out of the three. I don't know if they did a fourth one, did they? They ported this to the SNES and they did a very nice job of it. Well, they did a different, it's kind of different, slightly different version of it. Oh, bugger. Got a swarm of waspy things behind me now. What I love about Turrican is the animation when he's running. I mean, that's a very, very cool sprite. Look at that. Absolutely love that. I'm going that way. It would have been better if they'd made a button for jump, but then you would have needed 2 buttons. Not everyone had 2 buttons. Where the hell am I going? Okay, I suppose this is kind of like a secret cave. Well, let's get the big ass dude now. Bugger. Finally, got him. Get the beehive. Damn beehives. Shoot. Oh, man. Okay, game over. Game over, man. Game over. Oh dear, right at the bottom of the list as well. Okay then, well, I'm going to call it a night, guys. Thank you very, very much for joining in tonight's stream. Nice to have you all on. Cheers for watching, and if you like it, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, if you want to. I'm planning on doing a few more streams as time goes on. Always chuck me a message, and if you've got any ideas, I'll try and do it. But yeah, thanks very much for joining in tonight. Hope you have a nice evening, and hope you've enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your weekend, and yeah, definitely see you on the next stream, guys. So I will say goodbye for now. See you later, and thank you.